That morning, the air outside the memorial hall felt cold and unnaturally still. Too still for a man once adored by millions. Cameras lined the streets, lenses trembling under the grey light, waiting for anything that might reveal the truth. Fans stood quietly, clutching white chrysanthemums, their whispers filled with grief and disbelief. The same question echoed again and again like a prayer that no one dared to answer. What really happened at Yu Menglong's funeral? Days earlier, the world was shaken by the headline, "Actor Yu Menglong dies under mysterious circumstances." The agency called it a tragic accident, but few believed that. Too many things didn't make sense. Too many details were missing. And when the funeral finally began, silence only made the questions louder. At exactly 9:47 a.m., the black cars began to arrive. The first carried Yu Menglong's parents. They stepped out without speaking, faces pale, eyes swollen. Behind them, a silver car with tinted windows stopped quietly. The murmurs started immediately. It was Shu Kai. Dressed in a plain black suit, he moved like a man holding back a storm. His face was blank, but his eyes betrayed something deeper, something raw. He bowed deeply before the framed photograph of Yu Menglong, a picture that captured him smiling beneath sunlight, frozen in the golden light of youth. Moments later, Tian Xuning entered. Her steps were small, deliberate. She wore black from head to toe, her face pale, lips pressed tight. As she lit the incense and placed it before the altar, cameras caught a single tear rolling down her cheek. The photo spread like wildfire across the internet. And once again, the world began to ask, why did Shu Kai and Tian Xuning look so broken? What were they hiding? Behind the scenes, whispers had already begun. Rumors of a falling out between Shu Kai and Yu Menglong weeks before the tragedy circulated quietly in industry circles. Some said it was professional tension, others insisted it was something far more personal. There were stories about a private dinner in Shanghai, voices raised, someone leaving in tears. No one ever confirmed who. At the funeral, Shu Kai stood before the casket longer than anyone else. He didn't move, didn't speak, didn't blink. And when he finally turned away, a nearby reporter captured him whispering under his breath, "I should have come sooner." That single line set the internet on fire. Fans dug through old interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, and press junkets, searching for hints in their laughter and glances. What once looked like friendship now seemed full of unspoken weight. Tian Xuning, on the other hand, chose silence. She refused interviews, vanished from social media, and ignored fan memorial events. But a week later, she broke her silence with a single post on Weibo. "The light may go out, but the warmth remains. Thank you for teaching me what kindness means." She didn't name him, but everyone knew. The post hit 1 million shares in hours. To some, it was a farewell. To others, it was guilt. Witnesses later claimed that Tian Xuning visited Yu Menglong's parents privately, leaving behind a letter and a crescent-shaped pendant, the same pendant she once wore during a drama they filmed together. Fans began calling it the unfinished promise. But the strangest detail of all was the presence of a mystery figure at the funeral. Several witnesses swore they saw someone enter through the side door around noon, covered head to toe, a long coat, hat, mask. The person was escorted by security, stayed for less than 10 minutes, and left through the back. No one ever identified them. Some said it was a close friend. Others whispered it was someone from his past, someone connected to his final days. That night, thousands of fans gathered outside the crematorium gates. They brought flowers, letters, and folded cranes. A soft piano tune played through a small speaker, the same melody Yu Menglong had performed years ago at a fan meeting, "If Time Could Stay." When the song reached its end, the crowd began to whisper in unison, "Menglong, rest in peace." The moment was heartbreakingly quiet. Videos of that night flooded the internet. Even those who had never known him cried as if they'd lost someone close. 4 days later, another storm broke. A short video leaked online, allegedly filmed inside the funeral home before the ceremony. Shu Kai was seen speaking to a man believed to be Yu Menglong's manager. His voice trembled with anger and pain. The only clear line before the clip cut off was, "He told me he was fine. He lied to everyone." The video vanished within hours, But it was too late, the internet had already seen it. Theories exploded. Had it really been an accident? Or had something been covered up? A few entertainment journalists claimed to have private messages from Yu Menglong's circle, suggesting he was under immense emotional pressure before his death. There were whispers of an upcoming project involving all three, Shu Kai, Tian Xuning, and Yu Menglong. Some said it caused tension. Others said it broke him. Official media stayed quiet. Statements were short, clinical. But witnesses spoke differently. One stylist who attended the ceremony said Shu Kai refused to leave even after everyone was gone. He sat by the photograph until the last candle burned out. Tian Xuning, meanwhile, was seen embracing Yu Menglong's mother, both women crying silently. No one heard what was said. When Shu Kai finally walked toward his car, he stopped, turned back, and mouthed a few words the cameras couldn't record. "I'll keep my promise." That photograph of his back under the dim orange light became one of the most shared images of the year. Online, emotions turned violent. Fans fought. Some blamed the entertainment industry's brutal pressure. Others accused friends of not doing enough. Hashtags like #truthformenglong and #whathappened@the-funeral trended for weeks. Yu Menglong's family eventually released a statement pleading for peace and privacy. But the internet doesn't rest. Every gesture, every silence from Shu Kai and Tian Xuning was dissected endlessly. A month later, Shu Kai appeared at a quiet charity event, his first since the funeral. His speech was short, almost whispered. "Sometimes, we lose people," he said, "not because we stop loving them, but because we didn't understand them in time." That sentence broke the internet again. Fans replayed it, analyzed it, quoted it. Tian Xuning reposted the clip later with 3 simple words: he would agree. For some, it was closure. For others, it was another crack in the story that no one could piece together. Weeks later, a fan uploaded a photo of the memorial wall filled with handwritten letters. In the middle of it was a small folded paper, the handwriting uneven. "You once said you wanted to see the world become kinder. Maybe it starts with how we remember you." No one knows who wrote it. Some believed it was Shu Kai. Others said it was just a fan who understood too well. But one truth remains: Yu Menglong's passing was more than the loss of an actor. It was the loss of someone who carried quiet warmth in a world too loud to notice. And to this day, that question still lingers in every heart that once admired him. What really happened at Yu Menglong's funeral? Maybe the answer will never be found in reports or statements. Maybe it lives in the silence of those who loved him, in the promises left unspoken, in the tears that never made it to the camera. Because sometimes, the hardest truth isn't the one revealed to the world.